In October 2019, we took a family trip to Alaska, one of the most beautiful places I have ever been to. It was my last dose of happiness prior to the pandemic. I often look at those photos and videos to escape the stress and isolation. In a series of videos, I will share the best part of my experience, along with some interesting facts about landmark attractions in Alaska. We are driving from Anchorage to Fairbanks. We were lucky that it was a really beautiful and sunny day with high visibility. Along the way, we were able to see Mount Denali. It's the highest mountain peak in North America and the third most prominent and third most isolated peak on Earth. The upper half of Denali is permanently covered with snow and many glaciers. After 8 hours, we arrive at our Airbnb. We choose this house because in its advertisement, the owner claimed that we could watch the aurora from our backyard. There was no need to go on the Northern Light tour. Fairbanks, Alaska is one of the best places in the world to watch the magnificent sky show. Fairbanks' aurora season is from August 21st to April 2nd. Scientifically speaking, the aurora is dancing above year-round, but we can only see it during the aurora season when we have dark enough skies. On that night, we saw the Northern Light, but it was so faint that the locals would not even roll up their eyeballs for it. Yet we were so excited to see those flickers of green lights that only lasted for a few minutes. This was our second day and we were heading to the Arctic Circle. We were driving on the Dalton Highway, which required us to upgrade our rental vehicle to something that has quality snow tires and a radio system that can call nearby vehicles. Because this highway is the most dangerous highway in the world, and it ends in a town called Dead Horse. Here's some interesting facts. The Dalton Highway was built as a supply road to support the Trans-Alaska Pipeline System in 1974. There are only 3 towns along the route: Cold Foot, population 10, Wiseman, population 22, and Dead Horse, with 25 permanent residents and 3,500 to 5,000 or more seasonal residents depending on oil production. The Dalton Highway is one of the most isolated roads in the United States. If you were to break down on this highway, it would take days and possibly weeks before someone would come by and help. And I actually just learned that as I'm making this video, so that's very fortunate. Almost 5 hours later, we finally arrived at our destination, the Arctic Circle sign. I put my feet off my footrest to make it official. And apparently taking pictures with this sign is a very popular excursion. And we did that for about 20 minutes. We forgot how cold it was outside and everyone sort of regressed to 12 years old. And this was why we drove 10 hours on the most dangerous highway in the world. On our way back, there was a designated photo stop in the middle of nowhere. It was a place where people could receive the full Arctic experience. The view was eerily beautiful, pure, and quiet. The clouds were frozen in the sky, and they were stuck there and forming many interesting shapes. Everyone was eager to get off the car to take pictures of such exotic view, but I chose to sit this one out because it didn't look very wheelchair accessible for me, and I thought maybe it was a little too cold. Yes, apparently if everybody was running for their life, it's cold.
快刹车，快刹车！ 我的妈呀！听着感到极地的冷啊！不行了。
Our final stop was to get fuel near the Yukon River Bridge. This site is the only place to get food, gas, and proper bathroom along this treacherous road. Geographically, this location is near where the North Pacific Ocean and the Arctic Ocean merges. Surprisingly, they still sell ice cream in the winter. I couldn't resist. What a great way to finish the day. That evening, we saw this magnificent sunset. It was the most beautiful and peaceful thing I've ever experienced. There are some notes on accessibility. Like the rest of the United States, Alaska's accessibility standard is very high. There's even an accessible bathroom at the Arctic Circle sign. However, the bathroom is lacking maintenance and it's not recommended that you actually use the stall. What I did was using a catheter that comes with its own collection bag, and with the help of my mom, I was able to do my IC on my chair. There are accessible vehicles that you can book at the airport. However, for my trip, our big rental van is not accessible. But with the help of my uncles, I was able to get in and out of the van with ease. In terms of my Airbnb rental, we sent an email ahead of time to ask about the width of the doorway and the size of the bathroom. I brought a simple bath bench that is quite compact and fits well into my luggage. Even though there was no ramp getting into the house, with the help of my family members, I was able to overcome that barrier.